This is a video I wanted to make a couple months ago, and I was kind of hesitant to make it because it sounds kind of preachy. But it's one of those pass on what you've learned over the years videos. That's the importance of being a good customer at your motorcycle dealership. You can go to any kind of motorcycle forum or brand forum and see complaints about the dealers or the brands. Usually, the most serious complaints that you see on the forums are about warranty items that have fell flat on the dealer's doorstep, and they're not being handled appropriately. Occasionally, you'll see complaints about a botched service appointment or overly aggressive or a rude salesman. I've been going into motorcycle dealerships for 50 plus years, and I've actually worked at one for a couple years. I've seen good customers, I've seen bad customers, and I'm going to tell you why I think it's important for you to be a good customer. While working at the motorcycle dealership, I did see some customers that were what we call good customers and had some bad customers. And more often than not, I saw the service manager going to bat for the customers that always came in with a good attitude, that didn't bark and shout, and just people. A good customer treats people like they like to be treated. And I've seen the service managers go to bat for them on warranty claims time and time again. Then I've seen some other ones where they've turned it in and haven't went to bat for them. And I think being a good customer, you're more likely for the service manager to go to bat for you on something that's questionable or not questionable. And if he goes to bat for you, you're more likely to get a good outcome. Let me give you an example of but being a good customer paid off. I had in 2009, I had a Thruxton 2009 Thruxton that was out of warranty. It was 6 years old at the time, and I had a boss break off, and it's been that has happened over the years a few times. Well, anyway, it wasn't going to be covered by warranty, but the service manager went to bat for me with Triumph. And by going to bat for me in Triumph, I ended up getting not only both engine cases and all the other parts to put it back together at the dealer's cost, I also got a big break on all the labor to take it apart and put it back together again. Just by being a good customer. As a good customer, when I go into a dealership to either trade my bike or just buy a new one, I try to not take all the profit out of the deal for the dealership, either on my trade or on the new bike. And more often than not, I get an extremely good deal without even asking for it, just by treating them like I like to be treated. In the line of trying to be a good customer, another thing I don't do is I don't use my dealership to go shop and go buy online to save a few dollars. You go in, and usually they spend their time and try to get the right size jacket, the right size helmet. Then you scamper off down the road to save $15 or $20. Now, if there's a big price on it, difference between what you can buy it online and offline, I'll give them an opportunity to come down. They don't have to match the price, but to maybe come down off their other price, just because let them know where they are in the competition. But the whole idea is not getting every single penny from the deal, so the dealer can be in business too. Now, some of it might not sound that great to you because you go, well, I want to pay the extra dollars. But I would say over the years, I've got a ton of stuff that they have given me pants, they've given me the riding pants, they've given me gas tanks, I've got levers, clutch levers, brake levers, I got new stuff, I've got some stuff they've taken off of wrecks, just given to me, okay? Just because I was a good customer. I realize it's not always easy to be a good customer, Sometimes I've had problems with warranties. I've had problems ordering parts. I've had problems in the service department when they either forgot my appointment or took too long or didn't do it like I wanted to be done. But people make mistakes. You have to allow them to make mistakes. As long as it's an honest mistake and they admit that they made a mistake, then you just move on. Okay? That's all you can ask for. People make mistakes. You got to allow them to make mistakes. If they're honest with you, they make them, then you go on. That's part of being a good customer. One of the other things I think it's important to be, if you're going to want to be a good customer, is when you have something that goes really well and they get treated really nice, it's very important to tell that person that you appreciate what they've done for them. But it's also very important to tell their bosses, hey, I think so and so did a great job, went out of their way to help me out. That's part of being a good customer. And they really do appreciate that in the dealerships. Sometimes you have to show appreciation in a different way. Sometimes I'll bring in something. I'll bring in a box of donuts. I'll bring in on a Friday afternoon or Saturday afternoon. I'll bring in a 6-pack of beer or something to the folks just to let them know that I do really appreciate them, even if I'm not wanting anything at that time. It's just to show them that you appreciate them being there. If you just want to look at it in a selfish sense of word, I guess, being a good customer benefits you because if that dealership isn't there and you have to go, and I have had this where you have to drive 300 miles, 400 miles to a dealership, you'll really appreciate having that dealership located where it's a lot closer to you. I guess the bottom line is I don't see any point if you only thing it takes to be a good customer is treating people like you like to be treated. Have a little patience, have a little consideration. That's all it takes. Maybe a little bit more money.